Hakuna Matata, my friend. So I came across this article and it's really, got me thinking. And I want to react to it, and also I want your opinion on that in the comment box below. Yeah. So okay, let me put up the article, yeah, that I want to react to. That want your reaction to it. So the article is from FS Stoppers, and the article say, yeah, stop now. Photographers are awfully toxic. So what honestly, what do you think? Do you think that we as a photographers are toxic? All right, because most people that really come to my channel and interact and comment on my video, most of them, most of you people that are calling yourself photographer or filmographer, and I mean filmmakers, basically. I mean, we're all in that category, right? And for me, yeah, so far, my experience, also, I am not a big channel. Definitely, I'm not a big channel. Some here and there, I can get some like a nasty comment and a hate and all those kind of things. But compared to a big channel, it probably is different. Because, sometimes I look at, big channel with thousand and thousand of subscribers, and they say how sometimes the comment get nasty, sometimes they get personal, and so on and so on. So, the article tried to highlight few points. And then we're just going to go, through it point by point and then see what do you think really. What is your experience as a photographer? Do you experience hatred? Do you experience awfulness, toxic from another photographers, from the community, right? And then let's go through step by step. Yeah. So I think honestly, the article is well written, yeah, and I don't know who's Ilya, but I hope that I pronounce your name correctly. So Ilya Ovcha. Right. So, and then he kind of divided the articles section by section. And one is online versus, real life. For me, and I'm gonna put the article, the link in the description below, so you can read the full article, right? So when I went through it, like a step by step, online versus real life, in general, generally, even outside the photography community, in any community, people hide behind the anonymous of being online to really be nasty, to be awful, to be toxic. In real life, face to face, people think twice before saying something that can hurt your feeling. And is it that contribute to the fact that people find it easier to attack you online, to leave your nasty comment and so and so? I have experienced good relationship with photographers, whether that online or whether that in face to face. And I mean, some of them I call friends now. We do quite a lot of things together, and we share so much. We share so much in common. So then it depends, honestly, what do we think that we can get away with and what we cannot get away with. Because in online, you post something and then you're gone. Sometimes people come post a nasty comment and phew, they disappear. They don't respond anything, they're just gone. And then most of the time, those people you find, they come and just quickly in the face. I don't know if they even take a time to watch the video before we leave those comments. Bam, this is gone. So is it something that we really need to look into and try to address? Because at the end of the day, we are human beings and we have feeling and we are individual. And creatively, we are really unique and we are individual. And everything you do, you put your creativity in. And your creativity could be different from one another. Right? And I think it's hard for me to criticize somebody work, right? Because I know that you have some thought through you, some understanding, creativities, and all those kind of before you before you take the picture or you some. I think we can look at other people work and then we take that as inspirations and then we want to put our signature into it and so and so and so. You may criticize somebody. What I'm saying criticizing is, I mean, constructive criticism. In a sense, maybe somebody doesn't know all the technique of taking picture, photography, or creativity, and something like that. Doesn't use rule of third or so and so and so. There is so much symmetries and all those kind of things. Somebody that is new in that maybe they didn't know go through like a school and formal photography education and they don't know those kind of rule and so and so and so. So then they just take a take a camera, take a picture, and that's it. But it does not mean that you have to go harsh on them in terms of criticize the work itself. But you can point out, some kind of mistake here and then give them advice to adjust those mistakes. Yes, I understand that. But going far till attacking people personally and stalking people and life-threatening people, and I think that that is absolutely out of the question, and we should not do that because we cannot do it in real life, and we should not do that also in online, because when you attack somebody in real life in face to face, you know that they can, the police can involve and those kind of things. You know the danger very well. I mean, you know the consequence of that. But probably when it's online, you do it and then you disappear. You think that you are untouchable. There's no accountability on that. But we need to make sure that there's accountability. So the next point, I mean, cover also in the article is about, it talk about camera club communities. I think, you know the world, right? Just generally, the society as a general, or as an individual, we are really competitive. We're competing against each other. And there is some, I mean, group of people where when they're ahead, they want to be ahead and then they want to open opportunity for other people. And I think there is a small group of photographer, influencer, content creators, and those kind of thing, and they're just holding that in between themselves, and you cannot blame them for that. All right, but it would be better if people open up and supporting upcoming and people, other people that with the small channels and those kind of thing. Because certainly, the question that people ask, for example, if you want to collaborate, because I mean, YouTube algorithm, they said, oh, those kind of advice that they give you tip how to grow your channel and just want to collaborate with other people. But frankly speaking, it is not easy to collaborate with other people because other people that have a little bit bigger YouTube channel than yours, they won't like to collaborate with you with the smaller channel. How many times I contact different people to collaborate, but I don't get a response also. Because they see your channel, you have less than 2,000 subscribers. And I'm not, what I'm going to get in that collaboration? I'm not going to get nothing. Rather, they're going to get from me, right? And what can you do? In in truth, they're right. Absolutely, they're right in a sense where you're gonna get much from me. I'm not gonna get anything. There is no benefit from me here, right? If you just put it in a sense, that's true. But what about helping others? What about really helping other people also to grow? All right. And creativity is not, we should not just keep it like a close, network of just, few friends and those kind of things. The more they are creative people, I mean, the better the community is. All right. And you can see that even, um, I don't know if there is any event for small channel. I never seen, you know, for small channel. And also, if you even sponsors, right? They don't, get they don't come to a small channel, for those big sponsors. They always go to to the bigger channel one. Why? Because it's simple. They want the product to be seen by many people. Right? So, that's the thinking and that's the philosophy. What can you do about that? And then, the other point is, gear review. I think that is the important point that is making here, where, to be honest, right? In terms of the gear review, we put our personal opinion on a personal view. And there are some people that certain maybe never use the gear, but they reviewed. All right. There are other people that use the gear and they understand the gear better and then they review it. And there's other people that's being paid to do the review too. And the people that consume review, yeah, I am, because he also mentioned, I am among those people that really consume review as well. Sometimes, I go watch the review, just understand what is the different thing, what I miss, out of the, for example, the gear that I'm using, or what is the tip that I can get from the review. There's always something that when you're watching a review of a gear, of a camera, of whatever that, you learn something that you did not pay attention to it by using it, right? And you learn constantly. So that's why I watch quite a lot of review gears. But let me tell you that there is some review that I watch that I know that they don't tell the truth. We are attached. We are attached to the gear that we get, right? I use different cameras, different tools, and all those kind of things. I have Sony camera, I have Canon cameras, and I use our Panasonic cameras, and so and so and so. But I more like Canon cameras, right? And there is a different, I don't know, something in Canon camera which is really, I like that I I stay with camera, and also more the Canon camera, getting older will feel more great and bigger. Uh, the Canon camera became. There's always improvement with the firmware update. The camera, the first, when you buy the camera, and more the camera became older, in terms of the capability and in terms of the future, is really go beyond the initial price that you buy. And that's one thing that I really love about Canon camera. Because you know how many times you've seen Sony put out firmware update for the camera. Right? Sometimes it takes years for Sony to put firmware update. But Canon constantly put firmware update that improve, add more features, add more feature, add more feature. Canon camera is like a wine, right? The older the wine getting, the better the wine tastes, right? I don't drink wine anyway, but I hear people saying that, right? Okay. So that is the thing. You have to understand that Most people project their view on thing, on the gear they review, on everything, the gear that they use, and so and so. And if they really in love with that manufacturer or the brand, they always want to hire, that brand, uh, and so and so. You cannot blame people for that, right? But you need to understand that there's other people that really want to watch the review in order to make a decision to buy or not to buy. There is other people that watch a review in order to understand how to use the gear. There is other people that really depending on the review to sell more of the gear as well. So there is different type of people that really consume a review. So to be really honest and have integrity is really important on the matter of the review. So as a closing thought, yeah, I as a closing thought, yeah, I really think that I don't find that it's okay to be toxic in any community because we don't have a space for toxic people. And also we need to be so tolerant and compassionate to each other. Because you don't know, honestly, you really don't know when you leave a comment or when you say something to somebody, you don't know what burden or what is the person has just gone through it. Maybe just 2 minutes, 4 minutes ago, right? Or this morning, or this evening, or through the year. You don't know what people carry. So you have to be mindful of the fact that your interaction with somebody can make the person day or can break the person day. Right? So to be compassionate is really key, is really important. And as well, is that to help elevate people, I think it's great. I think one thing that my grandmother was telling me when I was young is that no matter what, the best service or the best work that you can ever do at the end of your life, when you reflect back, is to serve people, is to elevate people. If you are up, make sure you hand and then pull somebody up. More people are up, the better society is going to be. If with your comment you can really inspire somebody or help somebody, let to give somebody something to improve, I think that's going to be the best ever. Through my YouTube channel, yeah, I think I'm really lucky and grateful that I have so much great people coming watching my video, and I learned so much from those people that are commenting and leaving those great comments, sometimes pointing out my mistake, and it helped me really go back and then fix it, and I'm constantly in a learning. All right, I have those cameras, I use them often, but the learning that I get from you guys when you're commenting, when you're telling me the thing that maybe I got wrong and all those kind of things, but in a positive way, constructive way. That's why always keep me coming into YouTube, and I find it very, very inspiring. Absolutely, I find it very inspiring because sometimes you are that sitting behind the keyboard, you're so knowledgeable, right? And you have built that through many years of experience and work and all those kind of things. And sometimes you can see the mistake from a rookie, right? And just put it and acknowledge the effort, and then say, oh, if you do it this way, you're gonna get that type of result. It's better than this kind of thing. Will make people, will build people up. Okay, so I think I really want to share with you that article because I find it really fascinating to know that there is kind of toxic. I cannot even speak. That photographers are toxic, and I think we can be better as a photographers. I honestly think we can be better as a photographer. So, my friend, Hakuna Matata, let me know what do you think about those kind of reaction. If you want me to do more, also let me know in the comment box below. So, I hope I can read your comment, I can read your view on this, and thank you very much. As always, God bless you. Subscribe and like this video, right? Thank you.